that makes much of God. In some of the most difficult places on earth, where there is no church, where there are no Christians, where there is no witness, even if that means suffering and death, if you're willing to do that, to live and die making much of God, I want you to come to the altar and find a place to pray. Kneel at the altar, quietly, reverently. You want to wait on the Lord or the Holy Spirit.
Sometimes I get so stressed, numb to any other sense besides the tightness in my chest. It's hard for me to feel. You're saying be still, but I lose my faith like, is this real? Tell me what's going on. I'm sinking in the water, I'm reaching out my arms and I'm begging for my Father. This life is an equation, there's always a problem. I'm trying to find the formula so that I may solve them. Diligent, stay calm, still like palm water. Have the sunshine on the surface to see the image portrayed. Strength to face the day.
Yo, my name's Imprint and I'm part of a band called Simple Praise. So I guess the story behind me is I grew up, born and raised San Diego, Mira Mesa 15 years, so I've always had that San Diego culture inside of me. Grew up listening to Tupac and Biggie, just like every other kid out here. I remember quoting like favorite rap songs when I was like 5, 6 years old, and have like home videos of that stuff. But it's just crazy funny. So I always grew up listening to rap music. I remember in elementary, they taught us how to write poetry. And I guess that was like, the starting, or the starting blocks of, my writing skills as a musician. And I remember, they taught us poetry, and that really stuck to me well. I just remember writing limericks and sonnets and whatnot. And, that just carried into middle school. I remember just doing that for fun. Whenever I would just go through something, I'd always use it to express. So, yeah, just writing in middle school, that kind of evolved. Moved on into high school, and in 9th grade, my life changed. I gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ, and pretty much, that's a journey in itself. A lot to go on, a lot that came from that, a lot that went on with my relationship with God. So, that just influencing my rap nowadays. Comes through the filter of that culture being, this generation's, church life. These kids living their life for the Lord. And, I feel like, it's a sound that nobody's really touched on. It's a sound that, nobody's really hitting on. It's really dynamic, it's diverse, and basically it's seeing, it's still life, but it's just through the filter of that culture. So we make music for, revivalists, as would be the term, kids that are just sold out for the Lord Jesus Christ, kids that are just living that life. So, I guess the name Simple Praise, what it comes from is just that simple fellowship that you have with God, or that simple style of worship unto God. And what that means is, when you come to worship God, you sing your songs, you do your art, you do whatever to just have fellowship with God. You do it in the simplicity of heart. It's just that pure faith, that childlike faith in God. Try to give life to, the words on the pages. Like I make music geared towards people that are like me. And I'm not out there. I don't make millions of dollars. I'm a simple dude making, minimum wage. I'm a simple dude. I drive a Honda that my dad bought. So I'm not gonna go out there rapping about all that stuff. I'm not gonna rap about partying and doing all that, because I'm not doing that. So ultimately I'm gonna rap about what I do, and what I do is I praise Jesus. So I hope they get with it, or I hope they can understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. But I'm not, and I'm hot, feeling awkward in the spot. Feel trapped, can't drop, held captive by these thoughts. And every time that we kick it, my heart is feeling livid. And I'm dying, cause I'm wicked, but you can't see my feelings. And I know I'm wrong for not taking time to sit down and say, it's hard to talk, these voices coming from many different ways. I see the situation of pain, replay, no excuses. I guess I'm just waiting for the right day. And this bitter root is killing my fellowship with the Father. I carry many sacrifices.